Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the next portion after the animal tissue and the structure of the epithelium tissue and the functions we have seen in a previous video of your ninth standard of a second chapter tissue. So in the second chapter of tissue of your ninth standard we are going to start the next portion after the structure of epithelium tissue and their functions, that is type of epithelium tissue. So we have seen the structure and the function of a epithelium tissue, which what is actually, where it is located, what is its function. Okay, so same about there are the subdivisions of the epithelium tissue. Those are actually located in the different regions of the our body parts. So in the first slide, the types of epithelium tissue, below the title the some pictures have been given, or the images which are actually the subtypes of the epithelium tissue. The first one is the simple squamous, simple cuboidal and simple columnar. So what they are actually, three types of the simple epithelium tissues are here. So next is the stratified. So second is the stratified squamous, stratified cuboidal, stratified columnar. So these are the three classification of the stratified epithelial tissues. So in second slide we will see about it. So for your ninth standard, two classifications are there only. So the two classification again divided into the subdivisions. So in the second slide you can see the major type of the epithelium tissue is simple epithelium tissue and the stratified epithelium tissue. So now what is the mean by the simple epithelium tissue? The tissue which is consisting only a single layer is known as a simple epithelium tissue. Stratified means, we can use one more common word for the stratified as a compound. Compound means many. So the stratified epithelium tissue are those tissue which is consisting of more than one layers of the cells, are known as a stratified epithelium tissue. So the epithelium tissues, one flow chart I have shown here, which is first division major, that is the simple and the stratified epithelium tissue. Again the simple epithelium tissue is subdivided in the simple squamous epithelium tissue, simple cuboidal epithelium tissue and simple columnar epithelial tissue. We have seen the images in the first video, or in the last previous video, or the second video. So in that you have seen the different structures, but now we are going to actually study why it is classified like this, and according to their structures and their shapes they have named squamous, cuboidal and columnar. Again the stratified epithelium tissue also classified same as of a simple epithelium tissue, but their names get connected with the stratified, like a stratified squamous epithelium tissue, stratified cuboidal epithelial tissue and stratified columnar epithelial tissue. So in this session we are going to see only about the simple epithelium tissue. In the next video we will see about the stratified epithelium tissue. So we will move towards the next slide. The simple squamous epithelium tissue is a single layer, is a single layer because in its name only the simple is there. Okay, so that's why it's a single layer of a thin or the flat plate like structure. You can see in the image below the function. And again next point, the nucleus of the simple squamous epithelium tissue is a flattened means like a plate like structure. Next is it found in lining of a cavities of mouth and the lungs. So it found in the cavities of mouth, and along with it appears in the lungs means in the alveoli. So in epithelium, while learning we have seen where does actually the epithelium tissue occur. So in that we have seen one point about the lungs alveoli. So alveoli, as I have told you in that video, the alveoli is the one branch like structure which helps in the exchanging the gases, carbon dioxide and oxygen. Uh, through the respiration process, okay, or the breathing process. That's why the squamous epithelium tissues are made up of the lungs, nothing but the its one part, that is alveoli. Next is it's also found in outer surface or the outer layer of the skin. The our skin which is present on our body, below that also, the skin is made up of a simple squamous epithelium tissue. Where what is the actual function of the simple squamous epithelium tissue? It allows passage of materials, as I have told you about the lungs, which helps in the exchanging the gases through the alveoli. So the simple squamous epithelium tissue function is that exchanging or passage the materials outside or inside. Same about the mouth also. The mouth consisting of some glands. Due to that, the salivary, that is nothing but a saliva, the fluid liquid which is present in our mouth, okay, to break down the molecules or to smooth the food material which we used to take inside our mouth for the chewing. So that is released by these glands, okay. So that the helps me, that is passaging some liquid fluids in the form of a saliva. So this is actually the function. Next is that simple cuboidal epithelium. Why it is known as a cuboidal? Its structure is actually look like a cube like structures. The cells of the simple cuboidal epithelium tissues are appears, or the structures are actually the cube like structures. As for example, like the honeycomb, okay. So the single layer of a cube shaped cells. The simple cuboidal epithelium structure is single layer having a cuboidal cells. So it found in living lining of a kidney tubules. So that kidney tubules is the kidney having a nephron, guys. So the nephron is nothing but a tube like structure which is very elongated. So the elongated tube of a kidney is made up of a simple cuboidal epithelium and ducts of a salivary glands. So the ducts which are present inside the glands, the ducts are present inside the glands to secrete some chemicals like hormones, enzymes, okay. For example, like here the saliva. So the salivary glands also made up of a simple cuboidal epithelium. Next, the function of simple cuboidal epithelium is it provides mechanical support and mostly helps in the secretion and absorption. So guys, the second point of the function is mostly helpful in secretion and absorption. The actual, this is the function of the kidney tubules. The kidney tubules having ability to absorb, okay, to absorb the minerals and nutrients and secrete. So the kidney function is to remove out the waste materials and whatever the essential materials are there, while the excreting they used to be absorb them, okay. They having ability or a capability to absorb and reabsorb. So this is actually the function of a simple cuboidal epithelium tissue. So next is the simple columnar epithelium tissue. So columnar is a word we normally use for the column or the rows. We know that what is meant by the column and the rows. The horizontal one is the column, the vertical one is a column and the horizontal one we normally called as a row. So now here you can in the structure, in the image of a columnar epithelium, you can see these are actually the column like structure. These are columnar, or we can say a tube like structure. So it's look like a tall pillar, okay. The cells of the simple columnar epithelium tissue is made up of, or they look like the tall or the pillar like a cells. The cells are nothing but a tall in. Tall means the, because it's a in a pillar like structure. The pillar is nothing but the supportive part of a building, homes, or the any houses. So the found in the inner lining of intestine. So where actually the columnar epithelium tissue is found in the intestine. The intestines uh, of the inside layer is made up of the simple columnar epithelium tissue. So next, it also found in respiratory tract. So it also found in respiratory tract means one more point about the simple columnar epithelium tissue. The simple columnar epithelial tissue also consisting of some hair like structure or the projection at the upper side, okay, at the upper side, because they having some functions, okay. What does actually they do? The hair like structures which helps in the abstracting or the restrict the some foreign particles or the outside materials not to pass inside the body, okay. That is actually their function. So we will see here, that's why the point is here. They also found in respiratory tract. So respiratory tract, when it started, okay, from our face, for face portion, the nose is there, so that is connected from the nose to the inside, okay. So the respiratory tract, before starting, the nose is the first portion of the respiratory tract. We will be see in the 10th standard in the detail about the respiratory tract and their different parts. So the nose consisting of the number of hairs inside the their skin, okay. So that cavity consisting of that hair, why they actually the hairs grow there? Just to strike or to stop the foreign materials or the foreign particles to pass inside the respiratory tract. So there only the, why happens this thing? Due to the presence of the ciliated, or we can say the hair like structures which are present on the simple columnar epithelium tissue. They actually do this. So next is the function. It provides a more protection as compared to the squamous and cuboidal epithelium. So why it is actually happen, guys, here? Why it provides more protection and the more protection as compared to the squamous and cuboidal epithelium? This I will tell in the next video. So this is one question for you. You have to be searched out and let me know the answer. So we will see its answer in the next video. So the its next function is that it helps in the secretion and the absorption. So same about the we have seen the secretion and absorption takes place through the cuboidal epithelium tissue also. So same about the columnar also. So the first function, the first point of the simple columnar epithelium function, it provides a more protection as compared to the squamous and cuboidal. It's a depend, you can able to answer by observing the images also. So you can compare and let me know, and by comparing their functions also, okay. So we will see in the next video. So this much about the simple columnar epithelium tissue. So we will finish here this section, this session till here. So the next in the next video we will start the next next major part of the epithelium tissue, that is the second one type. Thank you.